What's up, YouTube? It's Friday night, and I am unpacking. Sorry, I know that fan is a little bit loud. Just wanted to show you some of my Greenlight collection. This is probably a little bit more than half of my Greenlight collection. Starting with these. This table has 192 Greenlight cars on it. So I'll just kind of skim over them real quick, 2 rows at a time. There's the GTR's Part 1. Part 2 is coming later on in the video. Ooh, some Montes. Those are 4 of the 5 Monte Carlos released. The 5th one is coming up later in the video. Some Pontiacs. Some Ford pickups. Some police cars. Mercury. I really dig this Mustang. That thing is so awesome. That is very well done. Some Crown Victorias. A whole bunch of those. And that does not count my green machines. And then here we just have muscle, road racers, country roads, some other stuff. There's the GTR Part 2. That shell is so nice. To me, it's either the shell or the Japanese police, Tokyo Police. I'm not sure which one I like better. Oh, but those are my 2 favorites. I just spilled some cars. Let's see if I can put them back up here. Alright, moving along. So up here, there are some Pep Boy cars. Those are pretty tough to find, pretty awesome. But I would highlight those. And then over here, some other cool stuff. Fox body Mustangs. Those will be going in the cabinet for sure. Unfortunately, most of this will have to be boxed up. There's some Ford Broncos. Alright, so that table is 192. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27 here, 28 if you count that duplicate Chevelle. And then the last part of it isn't all that big. But there are some goodies over here. So all of the Jeeps that I have, the lighting's not great either, so I apologize for the focus. You can see some of these new Jeep castings, the headlights always fall out. It really pisses me off. Some Blues Brothers, Supernatural, Joe Dirt, Black Bandit, Anchorman, Field of Dreams, Breaking Bad, Footloose, Friday the 13th, Forrest Gump, Gone in 60 Seconds, Smokey and the Bandit, Blues Brothers, Hunter, Bewitched, couple of Greenlight Muscle, Breaking Bad. There's the other Monte Carlo. That is all 5 releases. Some Smokey and the Bandit. This Corvette, I forgot what that came from. It's a Hollywood car though. Another Joe Dirt. That's Kid Rock's Trans Am. That Smokey Eunuch is not a duplicate. So just to be clear, this one here is from Series 8 Hollywood. And then this one over here came from Series 13, I think. I could be wrong, but they did re-release it. I have both of those green machines too. They're both pretty awesome. That is from Gone in 60 Seconds. I don't recall. I think Walking Dead. There's Eleanor and Bullet side by side. This Dodge Charger is dope. This came in a what was it, a Route 66 Ted Pack, I think. That thing is awesome. And then let's see what else we got here. This came from Catch Me If You Can. This is a cool Chevelle because I have the same exact car from Ertl. The Ertl American Muscle, the super detailed ones. So I might do a little side-by-side at some point. But, yeah, so that, as I said, that is not all of my collection, but it is probably just over half. So I'll show you here. Let's step back a little bit. That is all of it in its entirety of what I just showed. Now what I need to do is I need to take the chosen few and determine which ones are going to be on display here. You can see I don't have a lot of room. The Greenlight cars here, these are some of the hitch and tows that I've started unpacking. I still have a bunch of Greenlight to unpack. But this other stuff, these cars here in particular, are just Greenlight cars that I have acquired, like, you know, while in the middle of the move. These were added. So I didn't buy these before the move or after the move. I bought them during the move or traded for them or however I got them. And yeah, so these Johnnies here will come out. They will not be in the case. The Matchbox cars will not be in the case. That probably will. I did get the HD trucks unpacked, most of them. I have a few more. But I have a whole ton of hitch and tow. In fact, this whole box here is all hitch and tow. The green machines are unpacked up there. And then this box is a few more HD trucks and oversized Greenlight. So those are the cars that will not fit in the jammers. So it's going to be your Cadillacs and your Dodge Monicos, your Ford Customs. All of those are going to be in that box. So I have to unpack all of that. I know you're asking, why do you have 2 orange Camaros from the hit television show Lost? Let me show you why. Hang on. Stand by. Alright, so when I got my film reel, my lost film reel that I purchased came with... Come on, focus. Let's see if I can get this. It's hard one-handed. Alright, so the film reel that I bought was a nice low number, number 87. That's dope. I love cars that are lower than 1,000. I especially love them when they're lower than 100. It does not happen often. But the reason I have two is because this one was sent to me as an RAOK, I believe from Chris Lewis. And check out the number on that. It does not get any lower. In fact, that right there is the only Greenlight number 1 in my entire collection. And I think I have between 600 and 700 pieces. With all the HD trucks and all the hitch and tows and everything else that is not unpacked. Along with all of that, I think I'm between 6 and 7. And only one number 1. None of my green machines are that low. I think I might have a couple that are under 10. A whole bunch that are under 100. But for the most part, green machines nowadays are not the first part of the run like they used to be back in the day. Back in the day, the first 2% that they would run off would all be green machines. So all the green machines had a lower number. And the last couple of years, they have not been doing it that way. So you will have green machines numbered in the thousands. That's very normal now. There is the two Smoky Unit green machines, Series 8 and Series, I think it's 13. Maybe it's Series 11. I don't know. I can't remember. But I do like green machines. I like Greenlight. As you can tell, it is my preferred brand to collect just because of the awesomeness, the selection, the tooling catalog, the licensing. Auto World, I think, makes a better car, but their tooling catalog is soft. But man, they make some nice stuff. I've always said if you could take Auto World's production and toolings and expand it to Greenlight's tooling catalog and licensing, that would be one sick brand of diecast. So anyways, I have to determine which cars to put in here. As you can see, there are 6 high, 10 across, so I can get 60 cars in those little racks, and I can get 50 cars down there, so that's 110. And then I can put probably another 40 or so on the shelf. I have to be careful with that though, because they really get heavy, and you can kind of like sometimes you can see the glass shelf bowing a little bit. The last thing I would want is for one of those shelves to give way. That would make a massive mess, and I'm sure it would cause a lot of damage to the cars. So I'll have to be strategic in the way that I do that. I'm just going to pull out the best ones that I like, the Ford Broncos, the Crown Vics, the Fox bodies, and probably a few others that I like, because a lot of times it's just about the livery and the graphics. It doesn't matter what the casting is. It could be a horrible casting with awesome graphics, and I will want to put that on display. Let's see here, another Crown Vic. I have a ton of the Crown Vics. I really like that casting. I try to buy all of the ones that I come across. But yeah, and that police van right there is the dopest police van that they put out. The one I liked before that was the San Francisco police department, but this one here looks similar to that, but it has a couple of light bars on it, and to me, that's what pushes it over the top. So that's what's going on. I got a lot of work to do, so I'm gonna get to it. I just figured I would show you guys some of my Greenlight cars, and the this is kind of the foundation to my entire diecast collection. Everything that I collect revolves around Greenlight. This is the bulk of my entire collection. I have probably 300 Johnny Lightning cars. I have about 80 Auto Worlds. And, I have, I don't know, 30 or 40 Kyo shows, 10 or 20 TLVs, and a whole bunch of mainline Hot Wheels. I probably have 1,000 mainline Hot Wheels, but they don't get displayed at all. So, yeah, that's it. I know a lot of you guys have asked how I display my collection, so this is the part about collecting that sucks. If you collect and you ever decide you're going to move, you should stop collecting, sell off your entire collection, and then move. And then start collecting again. Because it sucks moving these. Because you can't just throw these cars in a box. They have to be wrapped up individually, or else you're going to damage them. And a bunch of them made their way in jammers, the cars that fit. But if you collect Greenlight, only about half of their toolings will fit in the jammer. The rest of them don't, so I had to wrap them up and pack them in boxes. It sucks because if they don't fit in a jammer, that means in most cases they're not going to fit in a display shelf or a display rack either. So it makes it kind of tough. But anyways, I'm going to start picking out which ones to go put in the cabinet, and I'm going to start moving these cars into the cabinet. So thank you for checking out the video. I will holler at the next one.